going on, guys? Zeph here. Now, you guys already know, a lot of you already know at least, I went ahead and did my impressions of the preview of the trailer, only to find literally about an hour later, the actual trailer was released. So fantastic. We're going to go ahead and watch a little bit over here. Now, the thing is that we're going to do a little rewind here. So I want to go ahead and, if you haven't watched the trailer yet, look at the link in the description below. You'll see a link to the trailer here. But if you have already, let's go ahead and take a look at it right here. It's okay. We got New York here. Also, take a look at here. Four Times Square right there. So a little building right there. Okay, so it's moving on here. Militant helicopter, and we got a tower here falling here. Now, I think this tower was actually, if you look here, let's see if this is right. So this has got the tower here, right here. So we can't see anything else right here. But if you look here, this was the same tower as this one is. Now, it might not be the same tower. I'm not sure here. But let's see. So we look on the left and right side of the building here. We see this particular triangle-like building right here. And then later on, we see again right here. So it could be that the camera was over this angle right here, but now it's over here. Let me go ahead and maximize this a little bit so you guys can see. You don't need to see my mug, my unshaven mug. So right over here is where I think the camera was originally, and this is the actual Times 4 Square too, because you can see right, if you look right here, this is where it would say times, the 4 times square thing. All right, so let's move on. So definitely looks good there. You got a building falling, Michael Bay. Anyone ever shudder when you see that? So now you got a little wall scroll over here. The wall scroll looks like it tells the stories of samurai and ninja right here. The samurai were actually, for those who don't know how the lore goes, and the lore is different depending on how you look at it, but the samurai were basically run by the actual empire. And the ninja were actually kind of rebellion, if you will. They were ones who fought against the empire in stealth because they considered the empire evil. Now, which ones are evil? Hey, in U.S. we call them terrorists, but whatever. We would call ninjas terrorists nowadays, but I mean, hey, whatever. Moving on. So right here, you got Militant moving in here. Looks like they might be after the turtles because they're considered vigilantes in this movie, it looks like. And if you notice, they're inside of a sewer, it looks like. So, okay. So, in my first impressions video here, I mentioned how these guys could be the Foot Clan or Ninja. It looks like a guy got a riot shield right here, but at the same time, you can't really see their faces too much, but they could have, riot mask on. But another thing is that this guy has this thing here, which I thought at first was might be like a muzzle of a gun. But then I realized guns usually point down when people are wielding them on their back. So this actually could be, the muzzle of a gun, but it actually could be the hilt of a katana. So, but anyway, moving on. I guess the best way to do that would be to look at everyone else, see what they have. So I can't really tell what everyone else has. It looks like it might be the same exact people here. So let's see what everyone else has. So this one guy does have a gun here, and a lot of them are holding like melee weapons here. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. So now I want you to look at this guy. Now look at these guys' faces here. These guys their faces look a little weird here. I'm not saying that they are Foot Clan, but they do look a little strange here. But they just could be really bad actors. I'm not sure here, but if you look there, the faces really don't change too much. So, oh, wait. Hold on. Notice how the guy went back here and it got knocked off. So it is, actually, remember, the scarf and all that. So, okay, it was a mask. Okay, so fair enough. Watch how, see how that, so it was a mask. Okay, fair enough. So good, we found out it was a mask. Now, if you look here, this is the part where they're fighting inside of a subway system. Now, the reason I want to make a notice to that is because of two things. Number one, notice how there's people around the subway system. I always said that because in the original Ninja Turtles movie back in the 80s, I think it was, or maybe the 90s, April O'Neil was actually cornered by the Foot Clan in the actual sewers. In the actual subway. Now, the thing about it is that there is no way in hell that you're going to run into New York, into a subway, and there's no one else there. That's not happening, okay? Maybe unless everyone else got murdered, but whatever. It ain't happening. I mean, I don't know. Ask anyone who's used the subway in New York. It is no matter what time of day, you will always find someone else in the subway. It is impossible to do that. And yet, in that original movie, no one was in the subway. But this one looks like it's giving homage again back to there. And you also see here Broad Street, which actually, if I remember correctly, it's been a while, but I do remember Broad Street actually being inside one of the sewer systems, inside of one of the the subway systems, which honestly, if you ever smelled the subway, it's kind of the same thing, but whatever. And anyway, it's one of the subway systems there, so it's actually pretty cool. It's pretty legit here. So, all right, this year, which to be honest with you, at this particular time, I would think it's going to be a winter release. All right, so you got here, you got all this. And then you got Leonardo. Now, this is actually pretty cool here. So you got Leonardo right here with his katana. Now, I explained this in my other video here. The katana is actually, the original Ninja Turtles didn't actually have katanas. What they had was actually Ninjakin. Now, even though they were called katanas, they actually drew them incorrectly and drew them more closer to Ninjakin because the Turtles were about 5'5", 5'6", or whatever, and they could not really wield katanas. But this one actually, actually wielding katanas, which is kind of funny, really, the way these Turtles look. They actually remind me of the Super Mutant Turtles. For those who don't know, in the final seasons of the original 80s versions or 90s versions, whatever, of Ninja Turtles, the Turtles were actually mutating to the larger versions of themselves, and they kind of reminisce those, So, remind me of those. But anyway, so moving on. So you got TCRI. Now, I got to say this again for those who may not have seen my original impressions of the preview of it. Basically, it's like this. Depends on who you talk to. The younger generation who's watched Ninja Turtles for the first time in 2012 will tell you that TCRI is owned by the Krang, which is okay. But then you got the people who watched Turtles in 2003 who will tell you TCRI is owned by the, crap. Who is these guys' name? By the Utrons. Yes, the Utrons were the ones who actually owned TCRI building, and both of those, TCRI and Krang, pretty much led to the actual creation of the Ninja Turtles. So there's that. In the older generation, such as myself, will remember the TCRI building in the original Ninja Turtles trilogies. Part 2 was where they had discovered TCRI, which was created by a pharmaceutical company. This looks like it might be that one. It says TCRI. I can't read what that is right there. RESCUE Rescue Aid Society. No, I'm saying. I can't really read that off right here. RSORAT. It might be RE. No. I'm not sure. But anyway, moving on. I can't read, so whatever. So here we have a picture of Donatello. Now, this is the one picture of Donatello. And it's not the fact that I don't like the Turtles, just why they're wearing all this stuff. But anyway, so you see Donatello already in action right there. And he's got a lot of gear on him, like way too much gear to actually be able to fight. So now we got a picture here of the guy who was originally talking to April O'Neil and our first look at Shredder. So I gotta say, Shredder actually looks pretty interesting in this particular one here. You got the mask here coming up here, and then you got, metal eyebrows, and a whole bunch of other different stuff here. So it's really weird here. It's funny because if you look at the top of his head, it looks like it was taken right off of like a chimney. Like you see those chimneys, like, if you look at the top of them, they have like the round thing on them, and that's where the smoke comes out. It kind of looks like that. But, I mean, it's not bad, but, yeah, they could have done better. And here we got product placement, because, no New York, no, what is it called? No movie that takes place in New York is not without product placement. So here we got AT&T, I think they would reach out and touch someone back in the day. I don't know. I don't even know what they are now. I got AT&T, but I just don't give a fuck. Moving on. All right, so moving on here. Toshiba. Okay, we got Toshiba in the house. Look, these guys they're even promoting 2004. Though this movie's coming out at the end of 2004, it might be better off to put in 2005, but whatever. And once again, New York's getting destroyed, and yeah, 2004, I guess that does suit, right? Hey, this world, like it says, it speaks in volumes right there. It's saying, hey, back in 2004, this world is just breaking apart. Just saying. Actually, this actually might be the original, when we went back to the original part of the trailer with the tower falling down. This actually might be that, because this tower does kind of look triangle-ish if you look at it. So that could be the same tower, so it could be falling down. So that makes sense. So I guess if we go back to that particular part, yeah, okay. So if I had to guess, if this tower is falling here, the tower down there must be the one there. So this could be that one here. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying it just looks like it. But anyway, moving on. Back to our product placement section here. Now here we got a picture going back to when Leonardo was standing over here. Leonardo doing all this flashy stuff to fall down here. all for him to do his pose. Once again, looking at Leonardo here, it's not bad at all. Not bad at all. He's got some some shoulder gear, which I couldn't see in the original one. He's got the makeup arm, not makeup, but the makeshift armor right here in the middle right there, which is good. Of course, wielding 2 katana, which I don't know about you guys, but if you guys ever wielded a katana, but I have, it's impossible, at least for me, to be able to go ahead and wield a katana and actually do it correctly and be able to be efficient in a fight. I'm just saying, shit is heavy. You know, that's the reason why most katana users wield it two-handed, but, you know, whatever. I'm just bitching and nerding out. So here you got the snow thing right here. Now you got Donatello. This looks like, again, also wearing the makeshift armor here, I just noticed, with the shadow, the thing here. So maybe this is not Donatello, maybe. Maybe this is actually Leonardo. Can't really tell. So maybe I was wrong the other way. Maybe this is actually Leonardo, and now it switches off. Okay, so I think that first one was Leonardo. Now it actually switched over to Donatello. So the first one was actually, those glasses he's wearing? Oh, Lord, those are glasses he's wearing. Really? Did we really need to go there with these super glasses? Did we really need to do that? Okay, whatever. Anyway, so the first one was Leonardo. Now we'll switch to a different scene. This one's Donatello. This one's Raphael. And so as you see right there, he goes ahead and he spins around and tosses Raphael. And you can see it's Raphael because he's wearing the size. And this is actually a good look at the size here. So let's take a look at how these size look. So the size are pretty decent. They're actual real size because the size and... I used to call the size in the 80s one, I just pretend they're custom size because they really were not size. These are actually real size. Well, look more realistic. So, okay. By the way, you break your back, Turtle. I don't care how super mutant you are. But anyway. And of course, the final scene here where you see Leonardo. So this gives us a good first-person look at Leonardo here. First-person-ish. So, okay, first of all, the shell. What the hell with the shell? I mean, I do understand that the shell needs to be a little bigger, but damn, that shell is huge. But whatever. So we got a little pin here with the New York pin right there and the belt strap, and once again, the makeshift armor here. I forget what it's called exactly, but if you look here, a closer look at it, the turtles really don't look that bad, and they have noses now, so that's interesting. Of course, the shoulder pads right here, so they don't look bad at all. Then, of course, as you already know, we have a even closer look with Michelangelo, trying to get a kiss, apparently. So, as you see the mask right here, you know, the mask doesn't really, like in the other ones, the masks were kind of glued onto the face here, but it looks like an actual mask right here. So, circle right there, and this also gives you about the quality of the actual animation of the actual turtles. So, I mean, just kind of looking at that again. And then we'll actually go into a look at Michelangelo himself. So, and then just kind of, I want to kind of open a volume here real quick. Just kind of listen to what they're saying here.
No, whoa, chill. It's just a mask. See? Don't freak out. Right?
So, the voice of Michelangelo is legit. So I'm kind of okay with that. Let's go ahead and take a look at Michelangelo himself here. So we got to look at Michelangelo right here. The lips are a little too close to humans, a little weird, you know. If you look at the hand, his hand is covered by tape, which is actually okay for fighting. His shell is not as big as Leonardo's. That's something else we can cover here. He's actually wearing, unlike the other. Okay, notice the belt he's wearing. In normal cases, Michelangelo's only wearing a belt around his actual body, but in this case, he's actually wearing a full body harness right here, like Leonardo and like Donatello is known for doing. Leonardo usually can be seen wearing either a double strap harness or a single strap harness, depending on which version you watch. And then Donatello is usually seen, he started off with nothing but a regular strap, a regular belt, and then came upon with the whole single strap harness. This one, Michelangelo usually has a regular belt, but now he has a double strap harness with the right here. So that's kind of new here. We don't see him use this nunchucks, but we do see here that he's actually wearing kind of like a seashell necklace right here. So honestly, and of course, he's got beads on his arm as well here, and it looks like he has something across his look like protectors for his knuckles and whatnot. I actually didn't notice that. before here, and it looks like it might be a New York pin on his belt right here. So it's a little weird. It's a little weird. Or wait, is that on his actual mask? Let's watch.
See?
Oh, yeah, you need to clean that mask, son. But then this is the first time we're actually. I think this might be the first time that we're actually watching a Ninja Turtles movie where they actually took off their mask. And the way it looks, too, it looks actually pretty cool, too. Overall, my thoughts on this, though, just to kind of put an ending to this, because I know I'm rambling right now. We're around 15 minutes. God damn. Overall, though, it's actually pretty good. I'm actually enjoying it. Created by Kevin Eastman and Peter Lahr. You know, got to give love to them here. Overall, I am actually okay with this. I got no problem with this. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people's like, oh, it kills my childhood. It doesn't, dude, because your childhood actually was incorrect. You know, seriously, the '80s Ninja Turtles was actually very incorrect. Not the movies. Well, not the first movie, but the second movie, third movie, and the entire '80s series were very incorrect. Okay, but don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. You guys know me. I love Ninja Turtles. I will talk Ninja Turtles to death. You guys have a good night. Zeph out.